everyone, and welcome to another installment of the behind the scenes of the Fourth Earth. I'm Jeremy Miller, I'm the producer of the project. So today I want to talk about coming up with the idea for your film. When you're making a web series, YouTube video, or something like that, you have to start with an idea. An idea is a lot harder to come up with than I think people realize. When you're making, a short 2-minute gag thing, you come up with this idea, you grab a few buddies, and you shoot it, and you're done in a day. But when you're making a larger project, you have a lot of different factors to put in, to evaluate, in order to make a story possible. So you have to think about, can I get enough actors? Can I pay for this? Will I be able to get the locations that I need? And there's those type of things with a bigger project that you have to start to think about when you're coming up with your idea. So when I was making a plan to make a web series, I originally had 3 different ideas, like a superhero story and a few other things. And I ended up going with a plan to make a crime investigation series. And it had some type of little bit of a sci-fi twist to it. And when I was coming up with this plan, this idea, I was starting to, do the numbers. Can I get the locations? I can do that. Can I get the people? I can get the people. But then I found that I could not get the financial backing that would be required to coordinate all of those things for the crime investigation scenes. And so I had to put that project on the shelf. And so I had to come up with a new idea. I was on a timeline to get a screenwriting, going through the screenwriting process. And so I had to get to a certain point in order for this project to be approved so I could actually work on it. And so I ended up going and making a plan to make a story about an ancient American society where they had a government set up and that type of thing. And then the government collapsed. And I was going to have it be almost like a post-apocalyptic situation, but 2,000 years before now, or something like that, 1,000 years. It's, we're going to be in kind of an older time period, and it was going to be really interesting, I thought. And I was able to get the costuming, it was going to be cheaper, but then I had just different issues of locations and other things that had come up, so I had to throw that one out. And now, I guess when that happened, I had about 2 weeks to come up with a story and start writing. And I started thinking about other things that I really enjoyed, and I came up with the Fourth Earth. And so in that full process of coming up with the idea that was a workable idea, it took maybe about 3 months to get just the concept that was going to work with the parameters that I needed. And when you're making a story, sometimes it's not the best thing to say, oh, this is going to be a really, really cool project, and I'd love to do it, but I can't. And some people just kind of push it and try to make it happen, despite their, that it's beyond their means, beyond their possibility at that time. And you have to really stop and evaluate, can I get the people, can I get the locations, can I get a crew that's going to be big enough for this project, can I financially pay for this project for this time. And when you have all those things and you can say this will work, then you can actually go through the process of working on it. And to get that figured out, you sometimes have to do a lot of groundwork. And I had, for the other 2 series that I was really confident in pursuing, before I found the snags were there, I had written several pages of script. I had designs and people working on After Effects files and all these different types of things, and I had to tell them, okay guys, put that on hold, we have to cut this one and we have to move to a new project. And that was kind of a little disheartening, but I knew that there was still going to be a project that was going to work for me. And so I'm really excited to be able to present the Fourth Earth, because it's a project where I'm capable to accomplish everything that I want with it, with my means and with the locations and the people that I'm getting. And it's going to be a really neat experience to tell this story. And so I found one that fit the situation at this time. And when you're screenwriting, you have to be able to put that all together.